Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Om Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Parama Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sarva Gurubhyo Namaha. Neelatungastanagiri subdhamudbhotya Krishnam Paratyam Swam Sudhisarasarasiddhamadhyapayanti Sochishthayam Srajinigaritam Yabhalat Kritya Bhunte Godadasya Namayidamidham Bhuya Evastu Bhuyaha அன்னவயல் புதுவை ஆண்டாள் அரங்கற்குப் பண்ணு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியம் இன் இசையால் பாடிக் கொடுத்தார் நட்பாமாலை பூமாலை சூடிக் கொடுத்தாலை சொல்லு சூடிக் கொடுத்த சுடர்கொடியே தோல்பாவை பாடி அருள வல்ல பல்வலையாய் நாடினி வெண்கடவர்க்கென்னை விதியென்ற இம்மாற்றம் நாம் கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு. In past few days, we have been traveling from home to home in Vrindavan, gathering all the gopis, waking up one after the other, along with Andal. The first one we woke up was new to Krishna consciousness, new to the process, doesn't know much about this Pavai Noble. She joined, and then we went to the next door, who knows everything, but then she refused to come initially, but then she joined. And then we went to the third one, where she was quite advanced compared to the others, but she also got convinced and agreed to join the party. She joined. And the fourth one was completely depending on Krishna. So she was not taking any effort to do anything by herself, but then she also agreed and joined. And the fifth one was who even controls Krishna, but then she also said, I will come. And the sixth one was equal to Krishna in qualities, in beauty, in behavior, in everything. She was equal to Krishna, but she also joined. Number seven, where this girl was equal to Rama's devoted brother, Lakshmana. So she also joined. The first girl was Pillai. Her name was Pillai. And the second one was Pei Penne. And third one was Koduhulamudaya Pavai. And the fourth one was Maman Mahale. Fifth one, Ammanai. And the sixth one was Kovalathan Podipurkodiye. Kovalathan Potkodiye. That is daughter of Kovalan. And the seventh one was Natchelvan Tangai, a sister of a good person, a wealthy, prosperous person. We also saw yesterday what that Natchelvan means. One who has Lakshmanaha, Lakshmi Sampannaha. So he is like Lakshmana. Lakshmanaha, Lakshmi Sampannaha means one who has the complete mercy or very much related to Lakshmi. In what way? In the services. So likewise, Natchelvan also were very much dedicated to Krishna. And sorry, Natchelvan was dedicated to Krishna like how Lakshmana was dedicated to Ramachandra. One might have had this question yesterday if you have been contemplating after our session, then you might have had this question. Some of you might have had this question. Well, this glorifies only the brother of that girl who's sleeping inside. But what about the girl? Well, we should understand, should derive that if the brother is like that devoted to Krishna, then what is the level of her sister is equal or maybe greater than that. Also, we understood how that boy, that Natchelvan, is in service. He left out all other duties, Samanya Dharma, and took up the Vishesha Dharma. Where he was engaged in Vishesha Dharma, he didn't have time to address even the Samanya Dharma. He was fully into that one. One thing I forgot in yesterday's thing to complete, I started that, but I forgot to complete, was I said this Pasuram This yesterday's Pasuram, Kanettinam Kattarumai Kandukirangi, that particular Pasuram was actually represents or talks about the Gajendra Moksha. When I started that, I went into Draupadi, I went into Panchapandavas, I went into all different things and forgot to connect back to where I started with Gajendra Moksha. So how is this related to Gajendra Moksha? Is that connectilam kattarumai kandrukkirangi, like how the calf was tied over there and the mother buffalo was here, and as soon as the calf was hungry, it was just calling out. Likewise, when the mother cow, mother buffalo saw the calf needs the milk, then mother was frustrated because she was not able to do something. But then over here, what we have to do is like that the Lord in the Vaikunta, when he heard that Gajendra was helplessly calling out, want the Lord to come. So the Lord immediately jumped out of his Adishesha bed, or Adishesha jumped out of the place and then rushed, jumped onto Garuda and then rushed on the way to the spot. But even Garuda was so slow that Krishna it said that the Lord carried Garuda and jumped over there. He just jumped, Ga, jump, jump. He just jumped from there to here immediately to save this elephant Gajendra. So that is how this pastram is related to that one. Now in today's pastram, the speciality of this pastram, as we saw the names of the other girl, the yesterday's girl was Natchelvan Tangai, sister of the prosperous wealthy man. Then today's girl is talking about how beautiful her eyes are. Podhari kanninaai. Her name is Podhari kanninaai. What she does is she attracts Krishna, she enchants Krishna, she captivates Krishna by her beautiful eyes. Krishna just dances like anything for her eyes. She doesn't even have to open her mouth and tell Krishna, I need that flower, I need this one. She just moves her eyes, and then Krishna understands and just dances like anything. So she controls Krishna through her eye movements, through her beautiful eyes. And that is Krishna. And therefore she thinks, oh, I have to go to Krishna. Let Krishna come over here and take care of me. But this is exactly how when Hanuman when he came back from seeing Mother Sita, came back to the seashore where Ramachandra was there. Over there, Rama was asking to tell about Sita, how she is, what she is, and so forth. There are a lot of conversation happens between both of them. But then Rama says, I cannot live without Sita for, uh, for a moment. That's what Rama says. I cannot live without Sita for a moment. Whereas when Hanuman departed from Lanka, getting a final message from Mother Sita said, I give Ramachandra, my husband, 10 months time. I am getting 10 months time where if he comes, then I will join him. If he failed to come within 10 months, then I will kill myself. I will not survive. I will not live in this world. I will leave this planet and go away. I will die. Then Hanuman was thinking, Sita said 10 months she can wait. Over here, Rama said he cannot even wait for a moment. So in this sense, whose love is greater? Is Rama's love is greater or Sita's love is greater? When we say, I cannot live without you for a moment. And someone is telling, I'll see you next year, bye-bye. Then you're telling I cannot live with you, and that person is telling, I'll see you next year, bye-bye. That means what? This person who cannot live a moment without that person has greater love, correct? That's how we think, right? But here's the thing, who's greater? In this line, Rama is greater with his love, but then who's greater is Sita is greater. Because Sita is greater, Rama cannot live without her. Rama is not that great like Sita, therefore Sita can live for 10 months. That's one way of understanding how great each one. But again, this is all the way to relish and enjoy these things. It's not to say this is great, Rama is greater or Krishna is greater, Narasimha is greater, this temple is better temple or that temple is better temple, this devotee is better or that devotee is better, and Sita is greater or Rama. This is all we are talking all this thing just to understand a relation, enjoy into the ocean of Anubhavam, the experience of bhakti in this way. That's how the acharyas enjoy. It's not to compare and discriminate and things like that, but we just enjoy it and leave it. That's all. So here Rama says, I cannot live without Sita for a moment. Sita says, let him come after 10 months. If he doesn't come, then I will die. That means Sita can wait for him. That means Sita is greater. Rama wants to be with Sita. Rama is so much low. Sita can wait for another 10 more months. No problem. I can live for two. But another point, it said that why Rama cannot stay without Sita for a moment is because our eyes, beautiful eyes. Looking at Sita's eyes, after seeing a Sita's eyes, one cannot live for separation from Sita. I want to see her eyes back. Therefore, what it is said is that nice eyes means knowledge. When we are talking about the eyes here, this Podhari kanninaai, this represents knowledge. Bright eyes means good knowledge. Eyes represents knowledge, by the way. Eyes represents knowledge. Here, eyes means having a good knowledge. A Sadacharya, a Acharya, who's the Acharya is glorified for his knowledge. And another Pasuram that we are going to see tomorrow is going to talk about the speech, the beauty of speech. Over here, the power of seeing. The next Pasuram tomorrow is power of speech. For an Acharya, Sadacharya, for a bona fide spiritual master, two things are very important: good knowledge and good speech. One might have a good knowledge, but they may not know how to deliver the knowledge to others. One may have a very good communication skills, but they don't have knowledge. They can speak however they want, whatever they want. Somehow they have nice vocabularies and English and etc. They speak nicely, but at the end, none of them would have made any sense to us. Take home would be zero. Therefore, it is important. Knowledge should be all knowledge, and the skill of speech should also be there. Therefore, when we start every time, especially you must have noticed that we are praying to Hayagriva Swami. Jnananandam Mayam Devam Nirmalam Spatikakritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagriva Upasmeka. My dear Lord, Hayagriva, Lord of education, Lord of speech, please give me some knowledge and make me to speak in such a way that gives me knowledge, and also for the hearer helps them also cultivate Krishna consciousness. Therefore, we take blessings from Hayagriva. Before taking blessings from Hayagriva, we also offer our obeisance to Om Asmat Guru Bhyo Namaga. To my Guru, I offer my obeisances. To my Parama Guru, my gurus and gurus, I also offer my obeisances. Not only I learn, I means we all should understand this. We not only learn from our own Guru and our own Parama Guru, we also learn from many gurus. Many of them, like we have so many gurus. It could be a person, it could be an object, it could be a nature, whatever. There are so many gurus. Sarva Guru Bhyo Namaga. Therefore, we are offering all our obeisance to everyone who have taught us in some way or the other in our life to learn and progress in Krishna consciousness. So the girl inside, little uncomfortable. The first girl, we saw the yesterday girl, she was very uncomfortable because being in being in Gokulam, they were talking about Manatikkiniyane Padavum Ni Vai Tiravai. In yesterday Pasuram, we saw Manatikkinyan. Manatikkinyan was the name given to Ramachandra, who went to Tenilangai Chettane Komane Chitra. So he went to Lanka and killed Ravana. So they were talking about Ramachandra, and the girl inside was little uncomfortable because if you go to Tirupati, if you go to Tirupati, you don't say Ranganatha, Ranganatha, Ranganatha. You don't say O Ranga, O Ranga, O Ranga. What do they say? Govinda, 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 Govinda. And when you go to Sri Rangam, there you don't go and say Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. They Ranganatha, Ranga, Ranganatha, Ranga. That's how they, in the respective place, you glorify and chant the name of that particular God. Now we are in Gokulam, and then what they're talking about, Ramachandra from Ayodhya. So they were not very happy about the girl who's inside was not very happy about it. But the reason they sang is because Krishna, who doesn't understand the heart of a woman. We saw this one yesterday. Krishna doesn't understand the heart of a woman. By saying that Rama, we are going to chant Rama's name, these girls outside, all the girls outside, led by Andal, thought maybe if we speak about Ramachandra, she will get up and come. Because we all know that Krishna lived in Gokulam, Vrindavan, for 10 years. That's all he lived. Jesus left Gokula and then Vrindavan and went to where? Mathura. Okay, now did he stay in Mathura for the rest of his life, for the rest of his avatar pastime? he forgot when he came to Mathura, he forgot the girls of Vrindavan. When he was in Mathura, then he moved to Dwaraka, forgetting those who he associated in Dwaraka. Those girls are forgotten. So, okay, now when he was in Dwaraka, he established kingdom in Dwaraka. Was he staying there all the time, working from home? No. He was going in and out. He was doing hybrid. 3 days office, 2 days work. Like that, he was going to Indraprastha. He was going to Indraprastha, Hastinapur. And was he there in Indraprastha and Hastinapur's time? No. Then from there he went to Kurukshetra. Was there in Kurukshetra? No. Then Prabhasa Shekhar went to Prabhasa Shekhar. Was he there? He left the planet and went. So we can understand Krishna doesn't stay in one place. Krishna says Chanchalam hi Manaha Krishna, and Arjuna says Chanchalam hi Manaha Krishna, right? Mind is so Chanchalam. Krishna is also Chanchalam. Krishna is also Chanchalam. Therefore, he doesn't stay in one place. He keeps moving place after place after place. But of course, when Radharani is there, wherever Radharani is there, wherever Sri Mahalakshmi is there, wherever Mother Sita is there, that place he doesn't even go. He will just stay with us. Yeah, that place he will never go. He stays, stick on to this. Whereas Rama, if you see Rama's story, Rama, Ayodhya, stayed in Ayodhya for rest of his life, except he took a vacation for 14 years. Just a break. He took a break and then went. Even when he went, unlike Krishna, who whenever he moved from one place to another place, he left the girlfriends, all the girls, and he go to another place, he collects a new girlfriends. He goes to another place, that's what he was doing. But then Ramachandra, even though he left for 14 years from Ayodhya, he did not leave Mother Sita except for 10 months. That 10 months was the only time she was out of Rama, but otherwise she was always with Ramachandra. Ramachandra was always with Mother Sita and always in Ayodhya except for 14 years. Therefore, they were telling Ramachandra, by singing Ramachandra, they thought this girl inside will understand. But then this girl did not agree to that one. They were not agreed to that one. Therefore, understanding her mood, she doesn't want to make that mistake again to the next door, who Anda. She learned the lesson from the previous door, from the previous girl, and Nakshalvan Tangai. So we went to another door. She doesn't want to again get into the problem of, telling about only Krishna, telling about only Rama. So she decided to combine Rama and Krishna in this one Pasuram to glorify both of them. That is the beauty of this Pasuram. Beauty of this Pasuram is both Ramachandra is glorified, both Krishna and Krishna is also glorified. That is this particular Pasuram, but there's a hidden secret in this particular Pasuram that we are going to see. This can be Rama Pasuram alone, even though the outside girls were talking about Rama's glories and Krishna's glories, so that they don't want to get into a conflicts or confusion whether that girl inside is devoted to Rama or that girl inside is devoted to Krishna. To be on a safer side, this time these girls, they spoke about both. But internally, you can interpret this whole Pasuram as Rama's glorification. But for the satisfaction of the inside girl, they hid Rama in the name of Krishna. Pullum Shilaminakan, in the 6th Pasuram, we saw Pullum Shilaminakan, Pullarayan Koil, Vellai Vilisangan, Peraramam, Ketilayo, Pillai, oh girl, Pillai, please get up. Don't you hear the chirping of the birds? Can't you hear these things? And can't you hear the conch shell has been blown on the temple of the Garuda Vahana? Garuda Vahana is Vishnu. Vishnu's temple, the conch has been blown. Don't you hear that sound? Pullin Shilaminahan, right? Remember, if you don't remember, you can go back and check in the Pasuram there. The 6th Pasuram will say Pullum Silaminakan. Now the Pasuram that we are going to see today will also have the repetition of the same line which we saw in the 6th Pasuram, Pullum Silaminakan. Well, Andal did not have words to make a poem. That's why she's copying from here and there. We do that one. We, nowadays, all the songs that we are seeing, even nowadays, all these movie songs we are hearing and seeing is nothing but a perverted version of all these Pasurams. I don't want to sing and show what song is what, but that deserve it is many of the artists, the poets, they derive the songs from the Pasurams and then change it into instead of Krishna, they replace it with that with the actresses, with the heroine. Your eyes are like lotus, your mouth is like strawberry, your ears are like this, your neck is like that, your hip is like that. You walk like this, you walk like a swan, you dance like a peacock. Nothing, but it's all about Krishna. Seriously, it's all about Krishna. It's just they took all those things and removed Krishna and put some mortal being as a heroine or whatever hero or whatever it is. They put that name over there and they got paid for it. And we are still not paying even $1, 1 rupee, 1 paisa to those beautiful pasrams that are written by Anda. Beautiful pasuram written by all the great saints. We don't even talk about it. But anyway, coming back here, the question is, how can you have repetition from the sixth one to here? Pullum silaminagan. Over here, we are going to say pullum silaminagan. That is because over there, pullum silaminagan means the birds over there are sitting on the branch and chirping. They were just chirping, just something they were talking about it. What to do, how to do, what should we do for it's morning time now that we have to get ready and we have to go and fetch some food and come back and give to our baby birds. They were just discussing over there. Over here, pullum silaminakan, they are not discussing still on that branch. They're already up. They took off from the branch. They're flying. As they were flying, they're chirping. They're talking. While they're talking, when husband and wife goes, the couple goes, they just don't go sitting on. Husband is sitting on the right, driving the car. Our wife is driving the car, and the husband sitting on the other driver on the passenger seat, and they stare at the window and just keep going like this. If they talk something, at least have some conversation once in a while. Likewise, the bird, they took off and they were just flying. They were talking. So the difference between the sixth pasuram and this pasuram that we are going to see, the difference is that one before took off. In the sixth pasuram, they're discussing and making a plan. Over here in this pasuram, it's no more making the plan. As they made the plan, they're flying. As they're flying, they were talking about many things, whatever the things are, they're talking. So with that introduction, now let's get into the Pasuram now. Pullinvai kீண்டானை பொல்லா அரக்கனை கிள்ளி கலைந்தானை கீர்த்திமை பாடி போய் பிள்ளைகள் எல்லாரும் பாவை களம் புக்கார் வெள்ளி எழுந்து வியாழன் உறங்கிற்று புல்லும் சிலமிளகான் போதரி கண்ணினாய் புள்ள குளிர குடைந்து நீராடாதே பள்ளி கிடத்தியோ பாவாய் நீ நன்னாளால் கள்ளம் தவிர்த்து கலந்தேலோர் எம்பாவாய். There's a beautiful pasuram and has a lot of meaning into this one. Let's go to the word by word meaning here. Pullin. Pull means by now we should know. We heard this pull for quite pullim silambinagan podhari kanninaai. So we heard this pasuram pull word several times. Pull means in this context on the rich language of Tamil. Here pull means a bird. In overall also we heard pull means a bird, which was Garuda. That time it was Garuda. Another pull we heard, there's another bird. Now we are hearing another bird, which is also falls under the bird category, which is a crane, right? Crane. The pull in vai means mouth. This is also we heard several times this word. Vai means mouth. Vai means why. Kīndāne means split. A bird's mouth was split. Split open. That's one thing. Polla means the wicked. Arakan means demon. Arakan means demon. Killi means nipped, snipped. Like, you just take the thing off, peel it off, check like this. You have to see a small piece of nail, and then you pull it off, snipping and nipping. That's all. And then one more thing. Nails should not be peeled off just like this and thrown everywhere. That's not auspicious. That's not good for the house. That's not nice. Or you can't keep on biting your nail because of your tension or thinking of something. Some people always, the fingers are inside their mouth. Inside the mouth all the time. They just keep on fiddling with something, tick, something. It's not clean. It's not cleanliness. It's at all. And then the sad thing is, if at all, for some reason, you put the finger inside your mouth, make sure to go and wash with the soap before you go into any services, especially if you're in the temple. You're going to be serving, you're going to serve prashadam, or for any matter, you just have to wash your hand and come and continue. Because I am a devotee of Lord, my uchishta, my thing is also mahaprashadam. So if I touch and give, for the devotees. They're not only getting prasadam, they're getting Maha prasadam. Therefore, it's okay for me to not wash my hand and give prasadam. Let's not think ourselves so great. So we have to wash our hand all the time as much as possible to keep ourselves clean. Anyway, coming here. Polla arakkane killi. Killi means to peel off, to take, nipped or snipped, to take it off. Kalaindhane. Kalaindhane means off, removed. Polla arakkane killi kalaindhane. There are two things has been spoken here. Pullin vai is one, and Polla Arakanai Kili Kalendane is two. So I'm going to put you you have to squeeze your brain to understand what is that is she's talking here now. Pullin vai, someone's mouth, a bird's mouth, a crane's mouth is being split open. That is one. Polla Arakanai. This is a different one. Polla Arakanai Kili Kilandane. He just peeled off. He just put off. Like, how you just take the bud off of the flower. Like that, he removed the head of that person. One head, two head, three head, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He just kalendani, just removed all the head. Again, the head popped up. Again, he removed. Again, it popped up. Again, he removed. So you must be guessing who these two personalities are, who are these demons are. All right, now, pullin vai Kindane, Polla Arakane, Kili Kalandane, Kirtimai Padi Poi. This is what I said earlier. Now Andal is talking about both the personalities, not only one personality. Kirtimai Padi Poi, Kirtimai to praise, Padi means singing, Poi means to go. As we are going, let's do Kirtan. Let's chant the name of these two great personalities, these two great lords. Who are the two great lords? Pullin vai Kindane Polla Arakanai. One. Second one is Killi Kalaindane. So these two, let's sing. They are singing on their way. Pavai means for the Pavai Nombu. Kalam. Pavai. Did they do this? Kirtime Padi Poi. Pillegal. There is a Pillegal. Pillegal. Yeah, the Pillai Poi Pillegal. Pillegal means the children, the girls. Yellarum is all the girls on their way, they are singing the glories of these two lords. Pavai means for the Pavai Nombu. Kalam, Kalam means that particular place. They've already reached there. That particular place, they've already booked. They already reached there. While they're traveling, they've been singing the glories of that person who did Pullin vai Kindane, Polla Arakkane, Killi Kalaindane. Of these two personalities, they've been singing on their glories, and they finally reached that particular spot to perform what? Pavai Nombu. Velli எழுந்து, the Venus, the star has been, the star has been raised. Vyaran, Jupiter, has been set down. The Venus has raised and Jupiter has come down. Velli எழுந்து, Vyaran Urangitru. Because that girl, even after telling the first part of the Pasuram, that is Pullin vai Kindane, Polla Arakkane, Killi Kalaindane, Kirtime Padi Poi, Pillaigal Ellarum Pavai Kalampakkar. So they are traveling and reached a particular spot. This girl was not getting up. Therefore, she has to tell some reasons of it's already morning. It's late morning. You better get up. What did she say that? Velli, the Venus has risen, and then Vyaran, the Jupiter has come down. Pullum, again you see Pullum, Pullin vai in the starting. Pullum again. Again, pull means what? Bird. Again, in Tamil language, pull also means grass, but in this context, pull means bird. So pullum silambinagan, chirping. The birds are chirping. Silambina kan means see. You can come and see. You yourself will come and see. These birds are chirping on the sky, not on the branch. Why? If it is chirping on the branch, that means Pasuram 6 is chirping on the sky, means they already took off and they're flying. As they're flying, these birds are chirping and going, flying on the sky to fetch their food. So Pullum Silambina Khan, see, Poth means flower. Poth means flower. Ark means, again, we are going to see much more detail, but for now, ark means honeybee on the top. Kanninaai means eyes. Whose eyes like a flower, lotus flower, whose eyes are like a bumblebee, whose eyes are like a doe or deer or a doe, right? So, whose Podhari kanninaai, kulla means harsh, had, ulira, you have to jump and take bath in the harsh cold water. குடைந்து 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 dipping into நீராடாதே. So you have to dip into the cold water of Yamuna, but you நீராடாதே, they mean, but you're not doing so. You're not doing so. This is a time where everyone has gone there singing the glories of the Lord, but you are still sleeping here, not ready to jump into the Yamuna Nadi in the cold water. None means good. Nalal, Nalal means day. Nannalal means a good day. Nannalal means it's a good day. Margaret Tingle Madinirenda Nannalal. You see, this word also was in the very first Pasuram of Tiruppavai. Margaret Tingle Madinirenda Nannalal. Over here also, she is saying Nannalal. So is that Nannal or is this Nannal? The question comes, right? Well, that time also she said Nannal. Today also they're saying Nannal. When Janmashtami comes, they say it's an auspicious day. When Ramanavami comes, they're saying auspicious day. You know, Radhashtami comes, then they tell that is auspicious day. We go every time is auspicious day. The answer is simple, that whenever an opportunity comes to have the darshan of the Lord, whenever the opportunity comes to connect ourselves with the Lord, whenever opportunity to comes to sit and hear Tiruppavai, whenever the opportunity comes to do some services, that day is a Nannal. That day is the most auspicious day. One doesn't need to look for Rahugala, Yamakanta, this, that, Kanta, that one, this one, and wait for our birthday to come. And that day I will go to the temple, or the wedding day happens. That's the only day husband and wife together go to the temple. You don't need to wait for any auspicious. When we go to the temple, that is an auspicious day. When we come and listen to Tiruppavai, that becomes an auspicious day. When we take up the chanting bag and start chanting, that is an auspicious day. When we go under the shelter of a guru, that day is an auspicious day. We don't need to really wait for certain auspicious. On Janmashtami, I will get initiated. On this particular, on my guru's Vyasa Puja, I will get initiated. On this particular day, no. Vibhishana did not even consider any of those things when he got out of Lanka. Nothing. He didn't consider any of those things. He just came. And when he came, that day was the best day. That day was a Nannal. Therefore, over here, what has been told here, Nannal, is this is a Nannal because we are here, you are there, we can all go together. Once you come, that day become Nannal. Nannala, Nannala, Ni Nannalal. Kallam means tricks. Tavirth means don't do the tricks here. Don't do plays. Don't do games to me. Don't try to fool around me. Don't try to trick me, right? Kallam means trick. And then tavirth means avoid doing all the tricks. You don't try to pretend you're sleeping and doing all those things. Just don't do all those things. Kalande, rather the best thing is kalande means to mix together. Kalande means come out. Kalande, join us. And Yelod Empava, come with us to perform the penance in Pavai Nombu. Therefore, the simple thing, the meaning of this is Pullinvai Kindane Polla Arakane. That is Pullinvai Kindane means is Krishna who broke open the mouth of the crane called Bakasura. Bakasura mouth, Krishna just ripped open, right? Krishna's name is being chanted. And the Polla Arakane Kilik Kalaindane means one who had 10 heads. That is Ravana and Lanka, whose head were without any effort, Ramachandra just snipped it off. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. He just finished up with nothing, without any effort, he killed him. You may be asking a question. Well, it doesn't look like without effort he killed. He looks like he stayed day and night, 7 days to kill Ravana. We'll talk about this later when we get to the details of this parcel. For now, he's killing Kalaindani. Let's keep it that much. So Krishna who killed Bakasura, Ramachandra who killed Ravana, the girls of all these air particles, that mean Goloka girls, they all are chanting the names and chanting the name of Rama, chanting the name of Krishna. They've already reached to the spot. They've already reached to the spot. You're still sleeping here. It's already the stars have gone and the sun has raised and the birds are already on the sky flying to fetch their food. But you are simply sleeping here and doing nothing. Please get up and join us so that you can come and dip yourself into the cold water of Yamuna and you can be with us. And this is an auspicious time. Don't play any tricks with us. Now let's see the meaning. All the girls have reached the meeting ground to perform the Pavi Nongu. They went singing the praise of the one who killed Bakasura and the one who decapitated the demon king Ravan. Venus has risen, Jupiter has already set. Look, The birds are chirping away. O lotus and doe-eyed one, will you forego the deep? Are you going to give up jumping into the cold Yamuna Nadi? That's what the point is. Will you forego the dip in the freezing waters and lie abed and sleep continuously? Are you going to sleep, leaving the opportunity to go jump into the Yamuna and enjoy the Yamuna Nadi? What is enjoying Yamuna Nadi? Jumping into the ocean of Krishna and Bhavan, jumping into the ocean of Krishna consciousness. You dive and swim over there. Rather, you're going to miss out that cool opportunity because Yamuna is cool at this time. Margari, Marga Sirisha, Dhanur Masam, weather is very cold. So you're going to miss out the opportunity of this beautiful cold water bath. You're going to miss that and continue going to be sleeping. Dear girl, on this auspicious day, kindly leave off your aloofness. Don't try to stay yourself. Try to stay yourself, try to enjoy yourself, Krishna, but yourself. Don't lie down there. Just join us. Come and join us. So that's a Pasuram. That's a பாடம். புள்ளின் வாய் கிண்டானை பொல்லா அரக்கனை கிள்ளி கிளந்தானை கீர்த்திமை பாடிப்போய் பிள்ளைகள் எல்லாரும் பாவை களம் புக்கார் வெள்ளி எழுந்து வியாழம் உறங்கிற்று புல்லும் சீனமனகான் போதரி கண்ணினாய் உள்ள குடிர குடைந்து நீர் ஆடாதே பள்ளி கிடத்தியோ பாவாய் நீ நன்னாளால் கள்ளம் தவிர்த்து கலந்து ஏலோர் எம் பாவாய். புள்ளின் வாய் கீண்டானை. புள்ளின் வாய் கீண்டானை. The Lord who split the mouth of the bird, an asura, a bird called Bakasura, bird Asura, who had been killed, came in the form of a crane. He came in the form of a crane. Krishna tore open his mouth, splitting the beaks of the this particular bird. It came in the Bhima also killed a demon by name Bakasura. So let's not get confused with that Bakasura to this Bakasura. This is another Bakasura. Now, Alvar says that what is happening in this Gokulam? What is happening there? Krishna want to take some. Krishna want to drink milk, and one lady is coming, and she wants to give milk, but she turned to be a demon, want to give a poison. Krishna want to go out and have some crawl and go out and have some cool breeze. But then a demon came as a tornado, and then he just the heavy thing, and he just pulled Krishna and took to the sky. Krishna wanted to play slide. You go to the park, there's a children's play sliding. So he saw a toy. He wanted to play some slide. He saw a nice big slide. He wanted to play on the slide. So he entered into that one. That became to change into another big serpent, big snake. The first one was Putana. Second one was Trinavarta. Third one was Aggasura. So it turned to be this big, huge thing. So what is happening here? And then Krishna wanted to have some fruits. When he went to have a fruit, over there comes a donkey. So all the demons, they come in a different form. So for Krishna, life is very risk. Is in a high risk. Wherever he goes, that becomes a demon. Everything becomes demon. No one comes directly. So Alvar is telling that, my dear Krishna, I have a piece of advice for you. It's all happening because you're going out to graze the cows. If you're going to graze the cows, therefore you're getting into the problem. My advice for you, Krishna, please don't go. But is Krishna going to listen to Alvar when he said that he's now, please don't go to, Krishna will never give up his cows. Krishna can give up any. Karavegal Pinchendru Kanam Chain Dunbom. This is another Pasuram which is coming up later. Beautiful Pasuram at the end of the Tiruppavai. Karavegal Pinchendru Pasuram. And it has so much deeper meaning also. But Karavegal Pinchendru. Krishna will not follow anyone, but then he will follow his cows. Cows are his masters. Cows are his teacher. Cows are the one he loves the most. Therefore, whoever says Krishna, don't go behind the cows, Krishna is not going to listen to them. Pullin vai keendane. Polla Arakanai. Polla means wicked, very nasty-minded person. Polla, nasty-minded person. Why Andal is especially calling out Polla Arakanai? This Pasuram could have been Pullinvai Kindanai Arakanai or any other Arakanai. Something could have been there to complete the sentence with the right meter. It could have Pullinvai Kindanai and the Arakanai. And the Arakan means that Arakan. that Arakan or in the Arakan, whatever, you can put some word over there to fill the grammatical thing that's required for the meter of the prose. You can do that one, the poem, you can do that one. But why specifically she's mentioning Polla Arakanai? So please understand one more time, those who are not familiar with Tamil language, Arakan is a demon, Polla means wicked or bad-minded or evil person. Polla Arakanai. And we saw that Pullin Vai Kindana is Bakasura's mouth has been tore open, that is Krishna. Polla Arakanai is Ravana. So Polla Arakanai, Polla, that means you should understand here, instead of telling that some other Arakan, she's saying Polla Arakan. Why Polla Arakan? Arakan, first of all, we have to understand what is Arakan means. Asura is different from Araka. We have to remember when we are, this differentiation is very important. In many times in English, for everything we call demon. That demon, this is demon, everything is demon, Ravana is demon, Hiranyakashipu is a demon, and that is, but demon is not it's a generic term. Demon is a generic term, but actually there's a difference between this demon and that demon. No, now, Polla Arakanai, Asura is different from Araka. What does that Araka mean? Rakshasa. Rakshasa is called as Arakar. Arak means Rakshasa, whereas Asura is not same as Rakshasa. Please understand this difference. For example, Hiranyakashipu is not an Rakshasa. It's not an Rakshasa. He was an Asura, born to Kashyapa and Diti. So Hiranyakashipu was an Asura clan, whereas Kamsa was a Rakshasa clan. His father was a Rakshasa, by the way. That's another story altogether. But born to the mother, that same mother of Ugrasena. So that's a story, different story. Now, Kamsa is a Rakshasa Araka, whereas Hiranyakashipu is Asura. They are different, like different jatis are there, like Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. Likewise, also Rakshasa is one thing, and Asura is another thing, Gandharva is another one, and Kinkaras are another one. They are different grades, different things. Likewise, Araka over here talks about the Rakshasas. The usage of Pulla Arakanai implies, if I say, Prabhu, there are two people are standing there, and we are telling that this is a very good devotee. I'm pointing to one person and telling he's a very good devotee. Another person is standing there. What does it mean? Two devotees are standing, and I'm coming with another devotee. I'm telling, Hare Krishna Prabhu, you see these two people? This devotee is a very good devotee. What? What is the other person going to think? What about me then? I'm not a good devotee. So the same thing here. When we speak about, when Andal is saying Polla Arakanai, then our mind should go, is there someone called Nalla Arakan? Nalla Arakan means, Polla Arakan means wicked, bad Rakshasa. So is there anyone called Nalla Rakshasa? Nalla Rakshasa means a good Rakshasa? There should be. There should be a good one and bad one. Always there's a good means bad. This world is of duality. Matras Parasrastu Konteya. Right? Krishna also says this world is of duality. Sometime cold, sometime hot. Sometime like this, sometime like that. Sometime happy, sometimes sad. Like that, there's a good people, there's bad people. Always exist. Good people and bad people exist always. Also within ourselves, good people and we sometimes good, sometimes bad. We don't need to look outside who's good. We don't need to segregate these people are good people, these people are bad people. Well, think about ourselves internally. Sometimes we are good person, sometimes we are bad person. Then why do you think about this person as a good people, that person as a bad person, right? So anyway, coming back to here, it's quite interesting to see how the usage of the language, rich usage of the language, carefully Andala has handled that Polla Arakanai. By telling Polla Arakanai, there's many things has been told here. Many things been told by the Acharya has given beautiful commentary. See here, there is a good demon and there's a bad demon. There is a good Rakshasa and there's a bad Rakshasa. There's a good Asura, there's a bad Asura. There's a good elephant and there's a bad elephant. There's a good monkey, there's a bad monkey. There's a good cousin and there's a bad cousin. The Acharya is giving an explanation. What are you now? You'll be thinking, what is he talking about? That's how he is just extending this class for 2 hours now. First, he started with 1 hour, then it went to 1 hour 10 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour 40 minutes. It's been 2 hours yesterday. Now I don't know how long it's going to take today. This is how he's wasting the time. But what to do? Alvars, this is all the commentaries of this particular Pasuram, by the way. Without understanding and enjoying the commentaries of Alvars, Acharyas, commentaries, we really cannot enjoy the Pasuram. Unfortunately, we cannot enjoy the Pasuram. Therefore, we have to have time to listen, hear this thing. If we are too busy to hear this one, then we are just missing, or we are just touching the shore of the Krishna consciousness. We are not really going further deep into that one. What is going to make us deeper into Krishna consciousness when we really appreciate the purpose, really appreciate the commentaries given by the acharyas for the slokas, they've given for the Pasuram. That is when we are really getting into the details. Why are you talking about philosophy? Why don't you just keep it only simple story, tell only story? And that is what we've been hearing for so many years. We've been hearing stories for several years. So we have to elevate ourselves. Our consciousness should grow. We have to polish our consciousness. Story is good, but then what is the deeper meaning of the story? We will not understand the deeper meaning of the story unless until we read the commentaries. Therefore, we have to grow up in Krishna consciousness. Yes, I've been enjoying chanting. I've been enjoying the stories. Now it's time for me to connect the chanting with the stories that I heard to myself. How to connect this one? Therefore, we should understand that there's a Pulla Arakan, there's Nalla Arakan. There's a good demon, good Rakshasa, and a bad Rakshasa. There's a good Asura, there's a bad Asura. Oh, what are you talking? Why are you repeating again? Tell me who they are. Tell me who they are. Well, Pulla Arakan. Who's that? Ravana. You must be speaking in muted already. You know all the answers, I'm sure. Pulla Arakan. Who's the bad Rakshasa? Ravana. Then obviously, who's a good Rakshasa? Vibhishana. Vibhishana. Now, who's a bad Asura? Hiranyakashipu. Who's a good Asura? Prahlad. Who's a bad elephant? Kuvalaya Pita, where was rushing down to squeeze and smash out Krishna. Kuvalaya Pita was an elephant, bad elephant. And who's a good elephant? We all know, just saw starting of this one, Gajendra. That's a bad monkey and that's a good monkey. We know this one. Bad monkey is Vali and a good monkey is Sugriva. And who's a good cousin and who's a bad cousin? Good cousin of Krishna, Krishna's aunt son. One of the aunt son is Arjuna. Another aunt son is Shishupala. So therefore, we can easily understand Krishna does not see which kulam you belong to, which caste you belong to. Krishna sees what quality you have. You may be born as an Asura, you may be born as a Sudra, you may be born as a Rakshasa, you may be born as a monkey, you may be born as a elephant or a dog for that matter. Doesn't really matter whether you're good or not, whether you have the bhakti or not. Therefore, Krishna killed Kuvalayapeta, saved Gajendra. Rama killed Bali and saved Sugriva. Krishna killed Susipala and saved Arjuna. And Krishna killed Hiranyakashipu and saved Prahlada. Krishna killed Ravana, Rama, of course. Rama, when I say Krishna, Rama, please understand and apply. Rama killed Ravana and Rama saved Vibhishana. Therefore, Polla Arakkanai. Polla Arakkan is a bad guy. Nalla Arakkan is Vibhishana, who's been saved. Who's been saved. So the Lord does not see that. This is an important message. We don't need to worry about, oh my God. One devotee was telling me, sharing that I wish I was born as a Brahmana. Then I can know all the Veda mantras. I know how what are the anushtanam to follow, how to do the puja, how to do this one and that one. I could be perfect in what I'm doing. I don't know Sanskrit now. I don't know the slokas now. My parents were not devotees. I'm not brought up in a nice environment, disturbed environment. What to do? I wish I was born as a Brahmana. Krishna, at least next lifetime, let me be born in a Brahmin family. It's a danger. Please understand. It is true that Brahmana birth, to be born in a Brahmana family is great, but comes with that is responsibility. Believe it or not, it is not easy to lead a Brahmanical life. It's very, 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 very demanding. It's very demanding. We can take one class on how Brahmana should be. What is the responsibility and the things the Brahmana should do. When we hear that one, those who are not Brahmana should feel, oh, God, OMG. They're going to say, oh my God, seeing that one. And then go, whoosh, another message comes, relief. Good, I was not Brahmana. I am not a Brahmana. I am not a Kshatriya. I am not a Vaishya. I am not a Shudra. I am lower than any one of that, which means We have much, those who are lower than anyone else, the people have much more access to Krishna because there is not much to do. Much to do. Whereas Brahmana birth means they have to do so many things. They have to do so many things. As I said, it's scary. It's really scary. No brahmanas doing those things anyway in 2024 or years to come. We can't see people like, of course, there are really brahmanas who strictly follows. There are devotees are there, brahmanas are who strictly follow this thing, but majority of them have given up their brahmanical things and taken up job of kshatriya, vaishya, and even have gone to the level of a shudra. That's all it is. So let's not be proud about where we born, because Krishna is not going to look about whether you're born in this particular Brahmana family, whether you're born in that family. That Krishna is not looking that way. Even if you're born as an asura, do you see me everywhere like Prahlad saw? If you're born as a Rakshasa, are you ready to give up everything and surrender to me like Vibhishana? If you are born as an elephant, are you ready to raise your trunk and then call out me like Gajendra? Or if you're born like that, you can go on with so many stories. Anyway, so we can understand Krishna doesn't look for the birth. So Pullinva Kinane Pulla Arakane Killi Kalaindan snip, just take it out. Just pull it out, right? Nip. First, Ravana appeared in 10 heads. Ravana appeared with 10 heads, with 10 crowns. Ramachandra cut off one by one by one by one by one. When Sri Krishna nipped, Ramachandra snipped, that another head popped up. When Ravana came with only one head, when Rama shot an arrow on Ravana, that the one head fell off, another one popped up. Again he did, another one popped up, another one popped up, another one popped up. It was going on for time again and again and again. Finally, anyway, we know that Rama finally killed Ravana. But the commentator is telling that many heads has to be chopped for Ravana because that many sharpam curses that he had as Nandishwar, Ramba, Varuna, Kinkaras, Brahma, Vedavati. These are all stories from Ramayana, by the way. That could be a separate class also. But now here, so Ravana has collected so much. If you're an artist, you go and perform a dance, Bharatanatyam or Carnatic music. They will give a small what is it called? What a certificate, right? Like that, they give a certificate. So and so perform a performance here on this day. We thank, etc. They give a certificate, and like that, Ravana has collected so many of the certificates. Certificate of curse. He got it from Uma. Uma means Lord Shiva's consort. Parvati Devi. They call it from Nandishwar, the Vahana, the Nandi of Lord Shiva. Even Nandi cursed. Ramba, the Apsara, heavenly Apsara, Ramba curse, Varuna Devada curse, Kinkara's curse, Brahma also, Vedavati is very important. Vedavati, who later came in Ramayana also, and then also she comes in the Mahatmyam of Tirumala. Tirumala Devasthanam. It has this Tirumala, the Tirupati's Mahatmyam, Vedavati story is also there. Anyway, so he got all these wonderful things from all those people. Therefore, he has to be chopped so many times. That's one commentary is been told them. But there are other explanation also told. It's been said that by one arrow, Rama chopped off all the heads. And that arrow just pierced the heart of this demon Ravana, unfinished. And Narasimha avatar. But what happened is that when the arrow hit Ravana, what happens? It was just going and searching something inside. Ramabhana was going, Rama's arrow pierced into Ravana, and it was searching something inside. The Acharya says it was searching something inside. And then it couldn't find what it was searching. It blasted. And then Ravana died. He fell off and died. Likewise, when Hiranyakashipu took when Narasimha picked Hiranyakashipu, put on his lap, and he pierced with his nails, opened his chest, and with his fingernails, he was searching inside. Narasimha was searching inside the chest of Hiranyakashipu, looking for something. There's a relation you can see in Rama's story and Hiranyakashipu. Ramabhana was searching something in Ravana's heart, and then likewise Narasimha with his fingers, he was searching something inside the heart of Hiranyakashipu. What they were searching is, before I finish off this person, put him completely for full rest, sleep, let me see at least if he has little bit of sukritam, little bit of some good thing, good thought, good things. Something you must have done. Something you must have, some karya, some punya karya, something nice she must have done. If you had done something, I can take my hand off and put us, close the open, what is it? Open heart surgery. I can close the stitches and put it back, and my recall my bana back, so Ravana can go back and become a nice person further. But the arrow could not find one thing. Therefore, is Polla Arakan. He is really wicked. His heart is not clean. Likewise, Hiranyakashipu was so wicked, therefore Narasimhadev could not find anything bad other than all bad things about Prahlad in his heart and about the Lord himself. Therefore, they ripped off. They ripped off. They ripped off this one. Also, like Polla Arakan, this one more important tattvam that we have to understand about this Polla Arakan Ravana is that there is a similarity about Ravana with our mind. The mind and Ravana is closely related. The mind represents, the Ravana represents the mind, whereas all the 10 heads that he has represents our Indriyas, Pancha Indriyas, Pancha Karma, Pancha Karma Indriya, Jnana Indriya, and all those things. The 10 heads represents that one. Ravana lives in Lanka. That means the mind, which is there, it lives in the Lanka. This Lanka is nothing but the samsara, which is salty water. The samsara water, the ocean water, is salty water. It's not sweet. Therefore, the samsara water is full of problems. It is not sweet as we think it is sweet. It is always salty. And this Ravana, whose mind, and who's a Jivatma over there, who has this mind, that is Mother Sita. Sita represents the Jivatma. The Jivatma's mind is Ravana, and the mind is the chief of this Jivat, and the mind is the chief of all the 10 Indriyas who are in the samsara struggling there. This is why it is Polla Arakkanai. This mind is so very dangerous. This Polla Arakkan, it can even pull down a great saint. Vishwamitra was what a great personality, but he became a laughing stock for now. Every time we speak about Vishwamitra, every devotee in giving the lecture takes the example of Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra has fallen down because of this girl, Urvashi, this one, he did this one. So sad. We can't even fast one Ekadeshi properly. We don't fast one Ekadeshi properly. While we are fasting Ekadeshi, we are thinking about when tomorrow will come, when I can break the fast. Tomorrow, what's going to be the breakfast? What can I enjoy the next day? We already mind is planning about the next day food while you're fasting on Ekadeshi. What type of fasting is that? And we are talking about Vishwamitra's austerity. We are nowhere close to Vishwamitra, by the way. We got to understand before we talk about these things. We do not want to get into a too dramatical thing of how Vishwamitra fell down from his position. Like we are also fallen soul. We falling and Vishwamitra falling is two different things. Why? Because if we fall down, we cannot get up. But Vishwamitra falls down, he has the capacity, tapobalam. He has the capacity to again do 1,000 years of austerity and get back his power. That much power Vishwamitra had, but we don't have that thing. Therefore, we have to be very careful, very, very careful. Therefore, Polla Arakan, this mind is so very, 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 very dangerous. We have to be very careful with this one. Ravana is Polla Arakan just because he could have just gone directly to Rama and fought with Rama and taken Sita. What did he do? He was just when Rama was away. They made a plan in such a way to kidnap Sita. Kidnapping means they are not brave enough, but therefore you are Polla Arakan. What Ravana did was not at all good. Ravana wanted only Mother Sita. Therefore, he was destroyed. Surpanaha only wanted Rama. Therefore, her nose and ears were cut off. What we have to understand is we should always worship both Rama, Sita, and Rama together, Radha and Krishna together, Lakshmi, Narayana together, Lakshmi, Narasimha together. We are always, because that is when we can be safe. If you're only taking one party side, then it's dangerous for all of us, like how it happened to Ravana, how it happened to Surpanaga, but how Hanuman and Vibhishana were saved. Rama and Vibhishana were saved. Now, why Polla Arakan? Why Polla Arakan? As I told that because he was not brave enough to come in front of Ramachandra and then defeat and fight and take Sita. Therefore, he is Polla Arakan. Now, Pullin Vai Kindane Polla Arakane. This first line is so very important, like any other lines. I know we are spending more time on this one, but once we move through this one, the rest of the things will be little faster, little faster. So I want to tell you that also it's not fast, it's going to be little faster. So, but this is where the lot of message is there in the very first lesson. Those days, we should understand the enemies were wanting to harm devotees. In Krishna's time, Rama's time, the devotees were wanting to destroy and harm the devotees. Therefore, the Lord descend paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkritam. He want to descend and save, protect the devotees and annihilate the demons. One may say, well, those demons all come to kill Krishna, not the devotees. When you see all the Krishna Leelas, they all came to kill devotees of Vrindavan and Gokula. No, they all came to kill Krishna. Then why do you say that demons came to kill devotees? One may ask this one. Why do we say that demons came to Trinavarta did not come to kill the devotees? Agasura did not do so. Putana did not do that. So Trinavarta did not do so. So why you're telling that demons came to kill devotees? The answer is simple. If something happens to my loved one, beloved ones, how am I going to survive? I will not survive. I will, is as good as I'm dead. I will die. Therefore, something happens to Krishna, the devotees of Krishna will not be able to survive. They will die. It doesn't matter the demons are coming directly to kill the demon, directly coming to kill the devotees, or they're trying to come and kill Krishna. Doesn't matter. They are going to be affected. Especially if they know that Krishna has been impacted, Krishna has been harmed, Krishna is going to be attacked by the demon, the Gopikas, the Gopas cannot live at all. Those days, there were many demons who came to attack Krishna and his devotees. But in Kali Yuga, one may tell that we don't see Tranavarta, we don't see Putana, we don't see Aggasura, and then Keshi demon. We don't see any of the demons. Why even we have to worry about all these demons at this point of time? Well, the problem is, yes, those days the demons were existing physically, externally, outside, within the world, outside of the world, wherever it is. But in Kali Yuga, the demons are not outside, the demons are within ourselves. All the demons are within ourselves. For us, for all our demons to be get rid, completely destroyed, we definitely have to sing the glories of Pullinvai, Kindanai, Pulla, Arakkanai, Killi Kalandanai, Kirtime, Padipoi. The Kirtime Padipoi means we have to sing the chant the names of Rama, the names of Krishna to destroy all the demons within our heart. Now, Pullinvai, Kindanai, over here, this bird is Bakasura, right? The crane. How did Krishna kill this demon? Krishna put his mouth, punched inside the crane's mouth, and he waited for a few seconds. Waited for a few seconds. You know, you put the popcorn. If you have a popcorn, if you've seen this, how they make the popcorn, they put all the popcorns, the corns, inside the machine, popcorn machine, and for they set the time for 1 minute, 2 minutes, like that. And for few seconds, you don't see any actions there. All the corns will be lying there. It will be like that. When 30 seconds over, some sound, tap, another one, tap. And then when it's getting closer to that 1 minute time, tap, 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 popcorn is ready. Popcorn is ready. Like that, Krishna, what he did was this Asura, Bakasura, so rough and tough guy. Because he is a demon, right? So he came in this form of a crane, even though he came in the form of a crane, but he was a rough and tough guy. So to make him softer, to make him softer, in that way, Krishna can split open the beaks of this thing. What he was doing is putting his hand inside, like putting the corns inside the machine, let it cook for some time to soften the head, soften the beak in such a way. After that, Krishna can easily tear open this beaks. Only acharyas can gives all the beautiful way of explaining this thing. We can't even imagine this thing, right? Now here's the point. These two beaks that Krishna split open, what do they represent? They represent Kama and Krodha. Kama, and Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Kama yeshaha, Krodha eshaha, Rajoguna samudbhavaha, Mahashano, Mahapapma, Vidhi enam iha vairinam. What he says, Krishna, what he says to Arjuna is, my dear Arjuna, the problem is that because your mind is not stable, it's just running everywhere, you're doing all those things just because you've not controlled these things, just because of the lust only, Arjuna. which is born in contact of Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Because of this Rajoguna and Tamoguna, you have Kama and Krodha. These two beaks represent Kama and Krodha, and the bird represents the mother of the beak. From where the beak came, the mother of the beak is nothing but Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Rajoguna. So we have to understand an absence of what Krishna, this is from Bhagavad Gita anyway, the absence of Kama will become, will avoid Krodha. In other words, a person gets angry, that means the person has Kama. When the karma does not, karma means desire, by the way, when the desire is not when the desire is not fulfilled, that turns into anger, krodha. When the karma is not fulfilled, that turns into krodha. Krodha on what? Krodha on that object which stopped us to attain my desire. So I go to temple and I want to get some prasadam. And then I go to the time and the place. I'm hungry. I'm thinking that there are jamuns is being served, gulab jamun is being served. And I already saw, I should not be seeing when the plates are being carried to the deities. We should not be peeking and seeing what's going inside prasad. We should not be doing that one. But I already saw. Somehow I saw. Now my mind is always thinking about when are they going to serve prasadam? When they serve prasadam, and let me ask for a couple of more extra jamuns, and I'm going to enjoy jamun. I'm going to enjoy jamun. So my attachment towards jamun has increased so much. I cannot live a moment without that jamun. That is a peak of attachment where I cannot. Raga means, that's what raga means. Getting attachment, I cannot live without that. I cannot live without that. So my attachment to the jamun has increased so much. Instead of while the boga offering is going on, while the class is going on, thinking about hearing to the class, I'm thinking about, should I take the paper bowl or should I take the plate? Should I take the jamuns on the glass? Should I eat with the hand or should I take the spoons? Should I sit inside along with all the devotees and eat, or they will see and look me and I'm having 4 jamuns here, so I should go to the library room or go to the basement or go to the car and start eating and finish and come back. My mind is doing all those things when the lecture is going on, which means I'm getting so much attached to the jamun. Now the time comes for the prasadam to be served. It comes, I stand in the queue, I come there, I go there. At that time, the person who is serving that tell, no jamun is over. Or for that matter, our temple never says there's no prasadam. Prasadam is always there, right? So he's giving only 1 jamun. But my thought was, I want 4 jamuns in total. So I asked that person, Prabhuji, please, 2 more, 3 more, please give me. And that person says, Prabhu, only 1 for everyone. Go. What happens now? I had a desire. I got attached to the desire of that particular object. I want to get that one. I'm rebuilding my dream so much, so I'm going to enjoy with that one. Someone comes and says, you're not going to do it. You cannot get it. It becomes an obstacle. Where our anger goes now, not on jamun, and not on the deities, not on the person who's standing behind me. It goes on the person who stopped me to enjoy my life. Therefore, our anger drives to that person. Therefore, absence of karma means krodha will not be there. If we are getting krodha means we are having, if you are getting anger means that means we have a desire. Desire fulfilled, no anger. If your desire get fulfilled, we won't get angry for some time, by the way, because our desires are never same, it keeps changing. For some other desire, we get some other anger, right? Therefore, the desire get fulfilled, no anger. When desire get unfulfilled, anger arises. So Krishna says these two are very dangerous. What it says, Mahashano, Mahapapma is very, very dangerous sins. It can go to the extreme. The Shastra says one who gets mad, angry, it can go to the extreme of even killing his own guru. I'm not just exaggerating and telling this thing. This is what it is. The Shastra says the mad person whose anger is gone to the peak, he can go to the extreme of even killing his own guru. And we can also not in the history of history we can learn that for the property, for the kingdom, people have killed their own father to get that one. Because their desire is want to get the kingdom, but then the father is an obstacle. What to do? Finish the father. So they killed. These histories are there. Many histories are there. They kill the father and so that they can become a king. So the enemies that Krishna is telling here, what Krishna breaks open are the 2 beaks are nothing but Kama and Krodha, which comes from comes from the bird called Bakasura. Bakasura. It is another interesting told that one of the Arvar says that, you know what, I have rented my heart. I have rented my heart to these people who are not paying me rent at all. You rent your house and you're going outside or you're whatever it is, but you that person has to pay the rent on a monthly basis, right? But this body is an house. In the body of the house I've rented to some people, but until today, all these years, never received one transaction from them. They've not paid anything. But instead of paying, what these people are doing, the people who are inside my heart, what they are doing, one person is telling, come this side. What they did, they robbed everything. It's like a person, say five thieves or six thieves, they enter into the house. The owner is sleeping there, and they wake up the owner and then pull them and tell them, show me where your locker is. And he shows a locker, and then all the six thieves, they pack everything. You know what they did? They packed everything and then put it on the back of the owner of the house, on his back, and told him, come walk with me. This is a worst thing, right? You better steal and run away. But it's humiliating. It's just so bad that you enter someone's house, you steal everything after packing everything and put on the owner's back and ask him to carry it and come. And that exactly is what exactly is what, and what, not only that, put it in the back, and one thief is telling, come on the north side, another is telling, come on the south, another is saying, come on the east side, come on this direction, come on. Everyone is pulling us, this guy, in a different direction. What a pathetic situation for the owner of the house. And we are all the owner of this house called body, because Krishna is the owner. For this context, please understand, we are the owner of the house, this body, but the thieves are all the anarthas that we have: kama, krodha, ahankara, mamakara, matsarya, lobham, all this different enemies enters into our heart. They are within our heart. They don't pay anything. They don't have courtesy on us. They don't even think little bit of compassion on us. They steal everything from us, and they make us pull from. Come, eye is telling, look at that beautiful one, come this direction. And the ear is telling, hey, hear that movie song. It's pretty nice. And look at that one. And the nose is telling, oh, the restaurant, come on, let's go over there. That thief is pulling me on that direction. The ear thief is pulling me on the ear direction. Eyes are pulling in another direction. My tongue is pulling in another direction. My skin is pulling in another direction. With all the direction, my situation is so very bad. My situation is so very bad. Therefore, what we have to do, we have to bring in someone who is more powerful than us to get rid of all the unpaid tenants. The unpaid tenants will reside in our heart for eternity. Why? Because we are not powerful to get rid of this unpaid tenants. They are going to keep on torturing us. But what we have to do is we have to find and understand. We have to understand that I cannot do anything. I am powerless. I cannot get rid of these tenants who are not paying me. Rather, they're not paying is okay, fine. But they're even torturing me in a way that they're pulling me in all directions. What to do now? Therefore, I have to bring in someone who's much more powerful, not than me, than these enemies, than these thieves. I have to bring them inside. Therefore, these people will be kicked off. That's what we do in India, right? You buy a property in India, you leave the property over there, built property over there, land for some time, and then you're thinking you're going to sell that property when the market is better. Wait for 5 years, wait for 10 years, wait for 15 years, wait for 20 years. You're hearing the news. You're asking your neighbor over there or your friends here, hey, how much is it going? He's telling, hey, 10 years back, it is double now. This is triple now. You want to sell now? And I'm telling that, hey, it is already 4 times of what I bought now. Let me wait for another 10 more years. It become 8 times. That time I'll sell. And then things are going on like this. And then one fine day, I thought that I'll go and see my property, how the land, how it is. I go there. I couldn't find the property there. It's all, the whole area has been finished and subdivision has come, houses are there. I'm looking and I'm calling and find that guy is also not taking the phone. Who has been telling me it's doubled, tripled, 4 times, 8 times. That the guy is not at all lifting my phone. Now I'm thinking, what is happening here? Somehow or the other, I took that map and then figured out the direction, keeping like this, and then I matched that on that particular northeast side. We have to tell north direction or the east direction. Otherwise, no one will buy homes, right? Because the only direction that brings auspiciousness is north and east. South is very worst and West is bad, bad. And but for devotee, we should understand that if every house has to be faced north, every house has to be faced east, then what has happened to the other side of the road, other side of the thing? So we have to we have to see these things, but we have to see to some extent. You don't want to get into too much of those things in such a way, then we become very fanatic on this thing and mix the essence of we being surrendered to Krishna. Ultimately, whatever the best build house we build, best things we do to the house, ultimately what is going to happen will happen. But if we are under the shelter of Krishna, what needs to be happen may go, what has to come through our neck may go to our head, top of the head, and chop off. So it will be a little bit of something. So surrendering to Krishna is very important than this one. What I was saying to say is, so I went back to India and I was looking for my property. I saw there a beautiful palace, like a big 3-4 building house. And I'm calling and finding out this guy is not. Then I entered into the house. I saw that guy was telling me doubled, tripled 4 times. He's living there. Hey, come on, what is this? He said, I know you are in America. You have good job. You have 401k. You have invested in this one. Your wife is working. Your children are also working. Your life is settled. Everything is. Why do you need this small house, small land, yeah? Why do you want this small house? So I thought I will take it myself. And then he built his home on my property, And then he's just, again, I'm not telling my story here. I'm just telling is as I am, but nothing happened to me like that. So here, this guy just built his property. So what I do is, even though I have several properties, then I put a case and I try to do things, nothing working out. Nothing. When you go to the civil court, it's just not an easy thing. You have to be feeding the attorney, lawyer for so much so by the time you will go to that local. So anyway, so what to do? The easy way is to get rid of this one. There is somehow or the other, you make a plan, sell that house or bring in someone, a big man, a seji or a politician or a policeman or someone who would like to be in this house, a big shot, bring him inside this house. Easily the other guy will give and run away. Whom we have to bring into our heart is Krishna. When Krishna comes into our heart, all the anarthas that we have, all the enemies will go away. Bringing Krishna into our heart means being in Krishna consciousness, chanting, serving, following what needs to be performed. This is exactly what we have to pray when we go to the temple. My dear Lord Krishna Balaram, my dear Lord, please, Nitai Gaur Nataraj, my dear Maharaj, my dear Prabhupada, my dear Ramachandra, please remove this anarthas, kama, krodham. And another one is the demon. Ravana is also represents Ahankara. Remove this demon. This is exactly what we need to pray. Pullinvai keenanai pulla arakkane kili kalanjanai keerthimai paadi poi pillaigal ellarum. Now, pillaigal ellarum means all the child who are supposed to be there, they all have already reached there. That is fine. Before you go to the everyone goes there, answer me one question. In the inside, I mean, the girl is asking, answer me one thing. Did you tell that Ramachandra Killi Kalaindane? Killi Kalaindane means he just nipped off Ravana? Ha, come on. And when we read Tulasi Ramayana, when we read Valmiki Ramayana, when we read Kamba Ramayana, we read any Ramayana, we don't see that Ramachandra did something like how Narsimha Dev did. Narsimha Dev did with his nails, he just ripped off and then just threw him off. But Rama did not do this one. Did not do this one. In the answer is that it says that in Rama is Narasimha. How? But when Vibhishana came, and Sugriva was not ready to accept Vibhishana. And then Sugriva said that Rama, if something happens to you, Rama, because of this Vibhishana, we all cannot survive. We will die. I don't want anything happening to you. This Sugriva and this Vibhishana will do something to you. Therefore, I don't want to accept this Vibhishana. At that time, Ramachandra says a beautiful sloka. He says, Pishashan, Dhanavan, Yakshan, Pritvyam Chaiva Rakshasan, Anguli Agrena Tan, Anyam, Icchan Hari Ganeshwara. This is a beautiful sloka in the Valmiki Ramayana. It comes in Yuddha Kandam, where it says that Rama is saying that Pishasa, Dhanavan, Yaksha, Rakshasa, you can name anyone, whoever comes to me and to attack me, I don't need to do any effort. Anguli agrena, with my fingertip, that is with my fingernail, I will just nip them off and throw them out. Who does this one? Hiranyakashipu. Over here, Rama said the same thing. Over it is Killi Kalandani. I will just snip them off and throw them off. Therefore, we can understand here that what Rama did is exactly what Narasimha did. Therefore, it matches over here. But the question is, if Rama can kill Ravana just like Killi Kalandani, he can just snip him off just like that, then why did he gather so many monkeys? Why did he gather this ocean of monkeys, so many monkeys, and went? It is not that because Rama was not capable to handle Ravana single-handedly. It is to warn Ravana by, at least Rama was thinking, at least by Ravana from his terrace looking at all this ocean of monkeys, he will get scared and he may give up. He may surrender. He may give up Sita and bring a Sita and surrender and give it to me. That could be the reason. Well, that's fine. But then you said Kili Kalaindane, means he just snipped him off. But Rama fought for 7 days and 7 nights. Whereas the Mahabharata war at least much better. 18 days. Only daytime they fought. Evening time, they go to the close by Starbucks and sit together and having some coffee, tea, or salt biscuit and some things like that. Oh, Pandavas and Kauravas, they have nice time during the evening time. They do not fight in the evening. In the morning time, 8 hours job. That's all. They will fight before this. When the sun sets, they will stop everything and go and have a party. Whereas in Rama's case, unlike Narasimha, who just one Muhurta Kalam, just a matter of few minutes, he finished Hiranyakashipu, maybe that will be applicable for Narasimha, Killi Kalaindane. But Ramachandra fought for 7 days, 7 nights, no sleep. Just 7 days, 7 nights, no sleep. Then how can you say Killi Kalaindane? How can you say they snipped off Ravana? The answer is that Rama could have done that one. But out of compassion to Ravana, he was giving him several chances to realize his mistake and understand that he cannot win the battle. It is Rama is going to win the battle. So he was giving chance after chance after. Even at one point of time, when Ravana was completely lost of his horses, his chariot driver, his weapons, everything was gone. He was Nirapani. He was just standing with bare hand, no weapons in his hand. Rama with his bow stood there. Rama could have easily killed Ravana. Indru poi nalaiva. Rama said that you leave now, go take enough rest, put all the ointment and whatever you want to put over your body, take rest and come fresh with some strength tomorrow to continue fighting. Thinking that Ravana, at least at this point, appreciate Rama and give up fighting and surrender. But what happened? He did not do that one. He came. Therefore, Killi Kalandane Kirtimai Padipo. So the outside is telling you are not understanding. But then here is the thing that you are the girl from inside. She's telling that you seem to be very biased with Ramachandra. You're talking about Rama. How can you compare Krishna killing a bird and Rama killing Ravana? I go and a soldier is coming on a vacation. St. Louis airport. You come there, you can see all these the people who are assigned to help the army. Right, they will be there. So I go there and tell, sir, you know what? That person just fought a big war in the border somewhere, and he killed many people, and is coming here. And then I go and introduce to him, sir, you know what? What, my friend? He said, I've killed 10 mosquitoes and 20 ants and 2 mice and 50 cockroaches. Huh? I'm going and telling all these things to that warrior, the soldier, that I killed mosquitoes and things like that. Now, what the inside girl is telling is, remember, inside girl has an idea that the outside girls are biased towards Rama Bhakti. And the outside girls knows very well the inside girl is biased towards Krishna Bhakti. But now, because they both brought the both name together to solve the problem has become much more bigger now. I hope you're able to connect what I'm trying to say. In the previous Pasuram, it was only Rama. There was a problem. Therefore, before that, it was only Krishna. To avoid all the confusion, in this Pasuram, Andals brought both the names Rama and Krishna so that there's no confusion. She'll be compromised and she can come out. But the problem is, the problem has increased further. Inside girl is telling it is not fair. You are very biased towards Ramachandra. You're very biased. And the outside girl is asking, how can you tell this one? How can you tell? Well, you're comparing Krishna and you're comparing Rama is incompatible with the incompatible things. How? Well, you're comparing Krishna killed the bird and Ravana killed Rakshasa. Bird and Rakshasa. And the enemy. How can you compare this bird with that one? Bird is simple. Mosquito is simple. Killing a country and killing a defeating army is different. How can you put Krishna down? You're putting Krishna down by telling Ravana killed Rama killed Ravana. The best comparison would have been you should have told Krishna killing Kamsa, Krishna killing Shishupala, Krishna killing Dandavakra, Krishna killing Duryodhana, and all you can tell all these things, then compare Rama killing with Ravana would have been a right match. But you have not done that one. You told Krishna killing Bakasura, a bird, whereas that means it's very, very clear that you are not biased toward Krishna, you're biased towards Ramachandra. Hope this is clear. This question is clear from the inside. Now let's see what's going to be the response from the outside. The outside girls, led by Andal, she's saying, you are not understanding. You're not understanding the relationship between Krishna and over here in Rama. Pullin vai kindane polla arakkanai. Did you hear what I said? Pullin vai kindane polla arak. Pullin vai. The bird's mouth was ripped open. Killi kalaindane. Killi kalaindane. Polla arakkanai killi kalaindane. The Rakshasa was killed. You understand these things, right? Now, pull in vai. Pull means bird. In means sweet. You have to split the pull in vai into three things now. Pull plus in plus vai. Vai means mouth. Pull means bird. But pull in means bird's mouth. But you have to split the pull in into two. Pull, not English pull. This pull is Tamil pull. Tamil pull. Pull means bird. In means inia, sweet. Vai means mouth. The bird which has sweet words, sweet mouth. That bird which was killed, that person was killed by Ramachandra. Come on. From starting only, I don't understand what you're speaking. Now you're further confusing us. If it's already 6:30, it's going to be 6:30. Rather than making it simple, you're complicating it, Prabhu. Right? So let it make it as easy now. Pull in vai, a bird's mouth which speaks only beautiful words. That bird was killed. And that person who killed that beautiful speech, that bird which has a beautiful speech, was killed by Rama. I'm sure those who are Pandits here, you're all Pandits, you know who that bird is, who Ravana killed, that is Jatayu. Now what Andal is telling is, it is a bird. Please understand, here is also a bird, there is also a bird. That bird is Bakasura, this bird is Jatayu. Jatayu was killed. And why Jatayu? Why it is said Inia? Inia means sweet. Why Jatayu had a sweet words? Because when Ramachandra came in front of Jatayu was going to leave his body. He's going to leave his body. When Jatayu came in front of, Ramachandra came in front of Jatayu, Jatayu was telling, may you live long, Ramachandra. First thing he was saying is, may you live long. Pallandu, pallayarathukun, pallandu, palakore noorayram, nillandu thinnol manimanna. So he said, pallandu, palakodi noorayram, mallandu thinthol manimanna, un sevadi seba tirukkapu. So he said, the Jatayu was singing the glories of may you live longer, may you live longer, may you live longer, may you live longer. Only fathers are always like that, wishing good for their children. Therefore, Jatayu is equal to Dasaratha. Therefore, when Jatayu left his body, Ramachandra did everything that what he could not do for his father to Jatayu. The antima samskara, whatever need to be done at the end of someone's passing away, Ramachandra did for Jatayu because Jatayu was like his father. But before Jatayu left his life, Then he says that, don't worry. He gave a good news. Don't worry. Mother Sita was taken in that particular muhurta. Vinda muhurta. It's called Vindo Nama Muhurto. Vindo Nama Muhurta also. Such a kakutsa na abudat. Abudat means that don't worry, Rama. Ravana carried Sita in a particular muhurtam. Anything that we lost in that particular muhurtam, please hear this one. This is what Jatayu tells to Ramachandra, because Ravana, when the time Ravana kidnapped Sita Devi, it was Bindu Muhurtam. That Muhurtam is that anyone who loses anything at that time, they will get back that lost object as it is without any change. Please understand. You will get that object, what you lost in this Muhurtam, as it is without any changes. There is no, Rama knows this one. There is no need for Sita to go through a test, fire test, entering into the fire and doing all this thing, because it is said this muhurtam you lost, you get the object as it is, as it is. Therefore, here Rama killed the demon who killed the bird Jatayu. Killed the Jatayu. But then Rama was also, and we'll stick on to the story, otherwise we'll be spending here more time. So the outside girls were telling that I am not trying to say either one is great or either one is low. I'm telling both are one and same. Please understand, Krishna and Rama are one and the same. They are also the same. I'm not putting anyone down here. We should understand this one. Pullinvai Kindanai. If you say Pullinvai Kindanai, that represents Krishna. If you say Pullinvai Kindanai Polla Arakkanai, that represents Ravana. Why? Pullinvai Kindanai is Bakasura. They opened the mouth, Krishna killed. Pullinvai Kindanai Polla Arakkanai, a person who killed the bird, who had a sweet words, that is Ravana. Pullinvai Kindanai Polla Arakkan means Ravana. Pullinvai Kindanai Polla Arakkanai Killi Kalendanai, that means Ramachandra. How beautifully this entire Pasuram has been written. The language has been used. Pullinvai Kindanai Krishna, Pullinvai Kindanai Polla Arakkanai is Ravana, Pullinvai Kindanai Polla Arakkanai Killi Kalendanai is Ramachandra. Therefore, there have no difference between both of them. They are one and the same. The message for us from this one is, we should not think that Rama is great, Krishna is great, he is greater than that one. No, it's the same Lord. It's the same Lord. Therefore, it's the same Lord. We should not think that Vaikuntha is greater. Whereas when we go to the Badrika ashram, when we go to Ayodhya, when we go to Vrindavan, that deity is little lesser than, that God is lesser than Vaikuntha. When we come further into our local temples, Krishna Balaram temple and Hindu temple and this temple and that temple is little lower than that previous one. And my deities that I have at home is little powerful than the deities in the temple. The temple deities are little powerful than the deities in the holy dham like Ayodhya, Vrindavan, Mathura, and so forth. And the deities of this this places, the dhams, is less powerful than the Vaikunthanatha, and Vaikunthanatha is powerful than that. It's the same who's there. The Lord who's in Vaikuntha descended into this world in all different forms in the temples. Not only there, also in our homes, he is descended. He is taken an avatar, Archa Vigraha. He is taken into this form of Archa to give us an opportunity to serve. Therefore, the strength, the glories and the power of the deities that we have at our home is equal to the same power and the glories of the Lord in Vaikuntha. We should understand this important tattva. Therefore, we should not make any differences. The girl from inside said, well, thank you. I can come out when it is morning. After telling all the story for so long, the girl saying, okay, thank you very much. Then I will come and join you and sing with you the glories of Rama and Krishna when it's morning time. Morning time. And what? Morning time? It's already morning. You're not understanding. It's already morning. It's already morning. You have to get up and come and participate. Pillai, Yerendirai, please get up and come. Pavai Kalam Pukkar. They're already gone. Everyone is gone already to the spot. It's only you are sleeping like this. Please come. We still have another 2 more house to go tomorrow and day after tomorrow. 2 more Pasuram to complete all the 10. You're spending still time in this particular line, in this particular so long. Please finish it up, wrap it up so we can take care of the other duties and other doors. We have to move on with these classes. So therefore, she's telling, no, it's already morning. It's got a belly. You please get up and come. Pillai, Pillai, பிள்ளைகள் எல்லாரும் பாவை களம் புக்கர் வெள்ளி எழுந்து வியாழன் உறங்கிட்டு. They left, maybe they all left. The girl from inside is telling, maybe they all left because they are small girls. They are all ilam. They are left because they are younger than us. They don't know what is morning. They don't know what is night. Because they are not knowing anything, they just left. But I'm not like that. I'm little matured girl than them. I know it is not morning yet. Therefore, I'm going to sleep for continue sleeping for some more time. I'll get up later. I'll get the alarm for at 7 o'clock and I'll get up later. And that's when they said, outside girl said, no, 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 no. Venus as risen and Jupiter as set. Therefore, you have to get up and get ready. What is this? That means that our jnana has to get rose and ajnana must disappear. The Velli எழுந்து வியாழன் உறங்கட்டு means our jnana should rose. As we are in bhakti, it is not that bhakti, a blind bhakti. Our jnana should, our knowledge should also parallelly grow. That is why we have classes. That is why we are doing all this, why we are doing and why we are attending classes, so that our jnana increases. Jnana minus bhakti is just going to be sentimental. It's going to be very sentimental. And bhakti without jnana is going to be what is it? The bhakti without jnana. Bhakti without jnana is emotional or sentimental. And jnana without bhakti is a speculation. It says speculation. You just have a lot of ideas, but you don't have the bhakti. It's just a speculation. Therefore, the inside girl is saying, you are all hallucinated. I think you're all hallucinated, thinking about Krishna, 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 Krishna. That is why you are thinking that the Venus is gone, this one. There's no, we are not hallucinated. We are not hallucinated. You can even hear this one, Pullum Silamina Khan. Pullum Silamina Khan. Don't you see that the birds have gone up on the sky? They are talking and chirping and they're just flying to get their food. Don't you see this one? They are making sounds. Why don't you come out and at least see this one? And this girl is saying, don't you have eyes to see this one? And the girl from inside is telling, I have eyes. And the outside girl is telling, yeah, we also know that you have eyes. Podhari kanninaai. Podhari kanninaai. Podu means time. Hari means spending. Podhari kanninaai. Wherein Podhari kanninaai means Podu means time. Ari means to spend. Kalakshepam. Kala means, this is a literal meaning of Kalakshepam. Kalakshepam. I'll tell what Kalakshepam is, but understand Kalakshepam is going and attending classes. Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, Ramayanam, all the secret granthas, everything we learned this from a guru. That is called Kalakshepam. What are we going to do? Kalakshepam. Kala means time. Kshepa means to spend. Kalakshepa means we have to spend our time. How do we spend our time? Bhagavat Vishaya. Vishaya means that Vishaya means we have to listen to the lecture. That is how we have to spend rest of our life. Rest of the life, what we have to do is Kalakshepam. We have to spend the life, spend the time. I have surrendered my life now to Krishna. What am I supposed to do? Podhari. Podhari means spend your time. Podhari means spend your time in hearing more and more and more and more and more about Krishna. Another meaning of Podhari means Podh means wandering. Ari means doe, the female version of a deer, right? The Podh means wandering. Ari means, Ari has different meanings in Sanskrit also, different meanings. Enemy is also Ari, not Hari. Ari is also called as enemy, but in this context, Ari means doe. So wandering doe. You have a beautiful eyes which wanders, like there's some people have this eyes, big nice eyes. Their eyes will be like this, going here and there, wandering here and there, here and there, here and there. Like this, you have a beautiful eyes, wandering eyes, looking for Krishna, searching for Krishna, and your eyes are like bees. Another meaning is Podh means flower, Ari means bee. So you are the bee. How the bee? You just have to imagine this one. It's just not just hearing this one. You have to bring the picture into your mind. There's a flower, just blossomed flower, and the bee is coming, the honey bee is coming. It sits over there. It sits over there. When you see this flower, just take a picture of mental picture. You see a flower, and in the beautiful pink color, beautiful reddish lined white color inside, and then in the center there is a bee, a red color, and then which has a lining over there, and then white color inside, and there is a bee black color. Your eyes are like that. Your eyes are like that. Podhari kanninaai. Podhari kanninaai. Kanna represents the sharpness or the intelligence. Kanna represents sharpness of the intelligence. That means if someone's, if say you have a sharp eyes, in the spiritual language, that means you have a sharp intelligence. You have a knowledge of bhakti, not material intelligence. We don't tell that Podhari kanninaai, one who's very good in computer science or medical science. You are a Podhari kanninaai. Today I heard in the morning class, one who has lot of intelligence, they are Podhari kanninaai. Therefore, you are a best in your field. You are Podhari kanninaai. No, that is not a Podhari kanninaai. Podhari kanninaai, the real knowledge is knowledge of bhakti, knowledge of surrender. That sharpened knowledge is called Podhari kanninaai. Therefore, the outside is saying, what is the use of you having the beautiful eyes, Podhari kanninaai? What is the use of having this beautiful eyes? Your eyes must be drinking the beauty of Krishna, else is of no use. You have beautiful eyes, but you don't want to see the deities. What is the use of doing? You have beautiful ears, but you don't hear the Krishna Katha. What is the use of having these ears? You have beautiful nose, but you don't smell the tulasi. What is the use of having this tulasi? You have beautiful legs. You don't have a knee problem. You have an ankle problem. You don't need to have a walking stick. Nothing. You can walk very nicely fast, but then your feet does not walk towards the temple. What is the use of having the feet? You have the wonderful hands, but that the hands has not been used in the service of the Lord and serving the devotees. What is the use of having this hands? You are breathing very nicely, but what is the use of you breathing, but your life is not used for Krishna's service? You're as good as walking dead body, as good as walking. This is Bhagavatam, and this is told in Bhagavatam. I'm not making up myself. Bhagavatam says, Sukadev Goswami says this one. So therefore, what is the use of existence of our body? There's no use if it has not been used in Krishna's service. Therefore, Velli எழுந்து வியாழன் உறங்கிற்று புல்லும் சிலம்பின கான் போதரி கண்ணினாய் குள்ள குளிர குள்ள குளிர குள்ள குளிர குள்ள குளிர குடந்து நீர் ஆடாதே. You are not willing to dip into this cold water. You're not ready to jump into the cold water and bathe yourself. What is the use of then? You simply sleeping. Neeradam means thinking about God. Neeradam means taking shower, bathing ourselves. We are immersing ourselves into Krishna, into God, thinking, contemplating about God, having darshan in archa. Archa means having the deity worship. Kudaindu neeradade means thinking about God is neeradade. And then having darshan of the deities means kudaindu neeradade, and thinking of the avatars, the different Krishna Leela and Rama Leela and Vamana Deva, that one, Kulir Niratam. Kulir Niratam means when you think about the pastimes of Krishna, pastimes of Rama, pastimes of Narasimha Dev, then Kulir Niratam means it's a cool experience. When you're releasing the pastimes of Krishna, it's cool, man. It's cool. It's really cool. We say this, right? It's a cool experience. We just enjoy that so much, so much so. That therefore we should understand that it's not that we are telling the same story again and again and again. It's just boring. Why don't we say Krishna wearing a Pitambara dhari, jeans dhari? It's just, Prabhu, we are in 2020, we are going to 20, we are entering into 2025 now. How long have I been hearing Krishna? My goodness. Krishna is always wearing pitambaram, the yellow garments, correct? Always is wearing the mala on top of it, Vaijayanti mala. Always is carrying this flute, honestly. Always is wearing his peacock fan. It's 2025 is coming up. Oh, come on. Come on. We are Gen Z now. The generation is totally different generation. Why don't you put Krishna as wearing a jean pant? And Margaret days that the color chains, and instead of flute, maybe he's carrying some other instrument, whatever it is. And instead of the peacock, he can wear a nightcap on top of it. Why don't we change all this thing and make it more interesting to the people? But that interest of attraction will not come when we hear Krishna with Pitambaram, with Vaijayanti Mala, holding in threefold forms, standing in threefold forms, holding the flute in his lotus mouth, and then having the peacock feather in his head. That is what is going to give us attraction to Krishna, even as a repetition of same thing for generations to come. That is what is going to bring us close to the Krishna, to remove all the anarthas from our heart. Therefore, thinking about Krishna as Niratam, having darshan and archana, the kudainda Niratam, and then thinking of Vibhava, the avatar of Krishna, as Kulir Niratam, cool experience, having darshan in Sri Vaikuntham. When we go to Sri Vaikuntham, Kulla Kudinde Nirada, that is the ultimate one where we can experience. Now, the acharyas have compared ocean. We are always coming to the last part of this the Pasuram. Acharyas have explained the comparison of ocean with Bhagavan. They say the ocean is Samudram, right? Samudram. Bhagavan is also, Krishna is also a Samudram. Samudram is what? Ocean. What ocean? Guna Kadal, an ocean of auspicious qualities. Auspicious, the ocean of auspicious is an ocean of auspicious quality. Now, how do they compare? It's very beautiful. They say the ocean, one cannot measure the ocean. Likewise, one cannot measure the greatness, glories, and qualities of Krishna, of the Lord. Number one. Number two, one never get bored seeing at the ocean. People like to just go and sit in front of a beach, right? People simply, what do? Nothing. Just put some chair in the back and put their, extend their feet, and then just do watching in front of the ocean, just like this. Cool breeze, and the waves are beautifully coming, and the sound of the waves, and the birds are chirping and flying over there, and a soft sand over there. All their eyes are just looking at the ocean. People don't get bored by looking at the beautiful ocean. Likewise, Krishna is the ocean of gunas. Likewise, one will not or never get bored having darshan of the Lord at any time, many times for that month, many times. What is it? In one of the Arvas says that Apode Kapode in Ara Vamudan. He said Apode Apode in Ara Vamudan. This words itself has so much meanings. What I just said, Ara Vamudan. You will never get dissatisfied, distaste. You get not frustrated, because every moment when you see, you look so fresh. You look fresh. It's not the same. You look much fresher than the previous time when we visited the previous time, right? So it's always fresh. And we are not Aravamudan. We are not always fresh. We are, even how much ever we try to keep ourselves fresh, our age, our skin, our things, hair, everything will show off that we are not so. But Krishna's Aravamudan, Apode Kapode, that every moment, every time is Aravamudan. Amudan means nectar. He is our nectar to our eyes. Krishna is nectar to our eyes. So another third point, it says that ocean is not depending on rain for filling up the water. We never say that the ocean, okay, there is no rain this month, therefore there's no water in the ocean, Samudra beach. We never, whether it rains or it doesn't rain, ocean is not depending on the rainwater. Likewise, the Lord is not depending on our praise, stotram, to gain any glorification. He is already full of greatness. He's already glorified. He's already great personality. Only those people who are not great, we have to praise them. Prabhu, you are so and so. You are this one. You are Karna. You are Karna. You're in Dharma, you are like Karna. You are like in doing Kirtan, you are Gandharva. You are in giving donation, you are Kubera. You all this. We can praise people. We can keep on praising people. But does Krishna require anything to be praised which he does not have? Our praise is not going to make Krishna extra great. That's the point. The rainwater is not going to make ocean extra water. No, water is always the same over there. Rain or not rain, water is there. Likewise, you praise or you don't praise. Whether you're a devotee or non-devotee, you're a thesis or an atheist, doesn't matter. Krishna greatness is always great. Now, ocean gave amudam. Amudam means ara amudam we spoke just now, right? Ocean gives nectar. When the devatas and asuras, they churn the ocean, they got amudam, means the nectar they got. Whereas the Lord gives amudam also. when we churn into Krishna consciousness, when we get into Krishna consciousness, so much so we churn out of Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata. We keep churning and churning and churning and churning and churning and churning this Krishna in that through the scriptures, through hearing. What happens that Krishna gives himself. When he gives himself, is that nectar is great, or the nectar which is churned by the ocean is great? Krishna is willing to give himself. Therefore, he is another ocean. Ocean has a salty water. We all know ocean is of salty water. We cannot drink directly. But when we drink the same water through the rain, the clouds, the rain comes through the clouds, that is much more tastier. That's more tastier. So, by the way, here's the thing. One should not drink rainwater directly. This just a side note to understand. You should not go and open your mouth out and get the water drops inside because it's cool and nice. That is not satvikam. That is not good. One can hold the water in a container and then we can drink it, but not directly open. We are not supposed to do. But there are birds which can do that one. Only drinks the water drops from the raindrop. That is birds. But as a human, we cannot do that one. Why? It's just a side note. Now, ocean is salty. If we want to drink water, then just for the sake of understanding, the rainwater is what is tastier. Likewise, rather than enjoying the Lord directly, it is more enjoyable. Lord becomes more enjoyable when we enjoy in the association of the devotees, when we enjoy him through the acharyas, enjoy him through the gurus. He becomes much more manatik kiniyan. He becomes much more sweeter. So these are the comparison that Acharya is giving. That Krishna Anubhavam is what is being said here as Kulla Kulira Kunainde Neer Adade. Adade means you're not doing, but the point is you're missing this all, you're missing out all this thing. You have to be not in separation of Krishna. You're enjoying everything separation of Krishna, but please understand you have to come back out and you have to come out and enjoy with us. Don't enjoy yourself. Another point you should understand is by you coming and dipping yourself in this river, you're going to enjoy a lot. You're going to enjoy a lot. Else, you're going to miss out the biggest opportunity. What do you mean by that? What do you know in Ramayana, Bharata, after he left Chitrakuta, he took the Paduka, he went in Nandigram, he established, he did a Paduka Pattabhishekam, he coronated the Paduka, and every day he gets up at 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning, and he goes to close by Sarayu River. Over there, he dips and takes shower, bath, and then come back before anyone else can come there to take their shower, bath into the river. He does every day when it's a pitch dark. He goes there, he takes out, he comes back. And then this is what told by Lakshmana to Rama. When they were over there in the forest, Lakshmana was telling this one, Rama was thinking, oh my God, in that cold water at 3 o'clock in the morning, that my brother Bharata is taking bath. Oh, Lakshmana, this is painful. This is painful. I cannot take any more. Let's give up everything. Let's give up this place. Let's pack up all the things. Let's go to Ayodhya. Let's go to Ayodhya. Krishna Rama told he doesn't want to return back to Ayodhya. When he heard that Bharata is getting tortured by this cold water of river, then he said, let's pack up everything. This is not important for me. For me, my brother is important. My bhakta is important. Bharata is important. He doesn't need to suffer like this. He doesn't need to go through like this. Therefore, let us all go. Lakshmana thought, oh my God. I tried to say something and that got into this extreme state. So Lakshmana immediately changed the topic and spoke about something about Kaikeyi. And Rama said, don't talk about Kaikeyi like that. Lakshmana simply changed the topic so that Rama can forget about returning back to Ayodhya. Right? So he changed the topic. And how is this story related to this, what I'm just saying now? Now, the point is, Andal is saying that entering into Yamuna will pacify us. Entering into Yamuna will pacify us. Therefore, you get up and come with us, jump into Yamuna, take bath, you will be pacified. Okay? What is about Bharata entering into Sarayu River? What? So the thing is, Bharata was burning in a heat. He was burning so much so in separation of Lord Ramachandra. We should understand this, what it means. It was burning out of separation of Ramachandra. For him to become cool, bring back the body temperature, back to the body temperature, whatever the temperature, to back to the level of the body temperature, to degree, it was increased so much so. So to increase the body temperature, he has to jump into a cool water. He has to go to cool water. And at that time, in the morning time, at 3 o'clock, going to the river, running river, and it's just not, it's not warm because the sun is not going to be there. It's going to be chill, it's freezing cold. Therefore, what happened is that when Bharata entered into the river, what happened was his body was so heated up. Don't think that he has some problem. He has to drink haldi water so he can reduce. Maybe they didn't have an Ayurvedic doctor to give this medicine to cool his body, and that's not what it is. This heat is because of the separation. Is burning inside out of separation of Ramachandra. So to cool himself, he enters into the water. When he, as soon as he enters the water, what happened was, I'm laughing, but it's a thing. The bhakti is here. The all the water got evaporated. What does it tell to us? When you are when you're pouring a water into a hot red hot iron, you're pouring a glass of water into red hot iron. What happens to the water? Disappears. It evaporates. When Bharata entered into this river, the waters all evaporated. What does that tell us? Nothing can cool Bharata other than Rama being with him, next to him. Nothing can cool. That much of separation, that even the water can get evaporated. That much he was burning in the separation of Lord Ramachandra. What a bhakti! What a bhakti in the separation. That's why Bharata of the all the bhaktas, who is considered to be the great bhakta? Bharata is considered to be the greatest bhakta. Bharata is considered to be the greatest bhakta. Beautiful conversation happens between Bharata and Ramachandra and Ramayana. Anyway, now the point here is what Andal is telling to this girl who's sleeping inside is, please understand, you don't need to go through what Bharata has gone through. You don't need to go through this one. This river is Krishna Anubhavam. When you jump into that one, it will be cool. You don't need to be, the water won't get evaporated. You don't need to be suffering with separation of Krishna. You will have that experience. You will get that experience. Palli kidattayo, you're lying on the bed. Even after me telling all this thing, you're still lying on the bed. Then the outsiders understood that you're lying on the bed. I can understand why you're lying on the bed, because you can smell Krishna on your bed. You're smelling Krishna on here because few days back we heard that news. Krishna came to your house, and you and Krishna and you were lying on the same bed. And after Krishna left, you are still lying on the same bed because you can smell Krishna. You can smell Krishna. That is why you are not getting out of this bed. Well, anyone can go after, you know, but you understand that the smell is very good. But Pava, oh girl, get out of that bed. Now you're going to get the real experience. You don't need to just stick on to the smell, but you can get the real experience. Pallik kidattayo pavai. You're going to get real experience. Oh girl, come out. Come out. Pavai, a doll like girl. She's so pretty, so beautiful. Come out. And let's all dive into Anubhavam, Krishna Anubhavam, to stare the Anubhavam together. Oh girl, because this day is a good day. Nannal. It's a fantastic Madinirenda Nannala. In the first time also he said Madinirenda Nannala. Here also she says Madinirenda Nannala. The day when we get connected to Krishna, that day is an auspicious day. That day is the good day. We don't need to wait for a good day to happen. Today is the good day that we are all gathered to here to recite this 13th Pasuram of Tiruppavai. Therefore, this day is the best day in our life. And again, I'm going to tell the same thing tomorrow, because we are going to recite the 14th Pasuram tomorrow. Therefore, that's the Nannal. That's the best day in our life. Now, Kallam Tavirte. Do not play games. Oh, girl, a beautiful eyed one. Do not play games. Now, you please get up and you have to come, and we don't want to go seek. You don't want to enjoy Krishna secretly. We know that you are enjoying Krishna secretly. Give up the enjoyment, separate enjoyment by yourself. Join the group. We are all here. We are together. We all will enjoy together. Don't do kallam business. Kallam means theft. It is said, what is the biggest theft? what is the biggest thing that we as a human being, we as an Atma, that we are doing? They are all, if you're stealing someone's, you're going somewhere and you're stealing something from someone's property, then you're taking something from someone's possession without telling them, then we are called thief. We are called thief. We are taking it and we are starting using to ourselves and start thinking that that belongs to ourselves. Then we are called as thief. What is the theft that has been told here is we are all stolen ourselves away from Krishna, that which belongs to Krishna, which is called Atma. We are all Atmas. We are all Jivatmas. Jivatma is a property of the Lord. Jivatma is property of Krishna. When we don't understand that, we think that I belong to myself. I do not belong to anyone else. I am not under the control of anyone. I am Atma. I have to enjoy myself. This is my body. That means we have stolen our Atma from Krishna. We are the biggest thief that anyone can ever think of. Therefore, you don't fall into that category. Please get up and come with us, join us. And when you join us, be with us. That is when Krishna is going to be really happy, rather than you enjoying Krishna by yourself all the time. When she heard this one, the girl realized, okay, what I'm doing is not right. I have to be with the devotees in the association of devotees. I have to be with them and do service to them. And in that way, Krishna will be happy. When that happened, she got up, opened the door, she came, Hari Bol, she joined them. Now the count has increased to 499,998. 998. What is the deeper meaning of this particular Pasuram? Oh Swami, please understand, so Pasuram number 6 to Pasuram number 15, it is Bhagavata Tiruppavai. Bhagavata Tiruppavai means you're waking up the devotee, you're waking up an Acharya, we're waking up a Guru, right? That is how we have to understand this whole 10 Pasuram, you're waking up a devotee. So this Pasuram is saying, oh Swami, Swami means oh Acharya, oh Guru, oh Master, who has attained God realization. Please wake up from your bed and join us. The Bhagavatas have already reached the hall. Hall means the temple hall, auditorium, wherever it is, right? Singing about the glories of the Lord who destroyed the 6 afflictive emotions: Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madha, Matsarya, selfish desire, anger, greed, delusion, arrogance, envy. Who would destroy the Lord, who destroyed all these things, and ego within us. The ego represented, you remember the ego represented the Ravana, right? Ahankara. So consequently, ignorance has vanished and sublime knowledge has dawned. Ignorance has vanished and sublime knowledge. That means, remember what is it said? Velli எழுந்து வியாழன் உறங்கிற்று, right? Those are the 2 lines over here. Other Bhagavatas have quickly assembled, and it is not proper on your part to contemplate the Lord's quality alone in solitude. As the day is quite auspicious, you should abandon this mental isolation and come forth and join us so that our vow may be successful. புள்ளின் வாய் கீண்டானை பொல்லா அரக்கனை கிள்ளி களைந்தானை கீர்த்தினை பாடி போய் பிள்ளைகள் எல்லாரும் பாவை களம் பொக்கார் வெள்ளி எழுந்து வியாழன் உறங்கிற்று புல்லும் சிலமினகான் போதரி கண்ணினாய் குள்ள குளிர குடைந்து நீராடாதே பள்ளி கிடத்தியோ பாவாய் நீ நன்னாளால் கள்ளம் தவிர்த்து கலந்து ஏலோர் என் பாவாய். ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜிய திருவடிகளே சரணம். Thank you very much for joining, and please join us tomorrow sharp at 5 a.m. Central Time to wake up the 9th. Next, 2 more left. The 9th, Gopi. Hare Krishna. Forgive me for any offenses and thanks for tolerating me. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.